This culture war issue, as the left like to call it, we haven't just seen the left's march through the institutions. We thought that was going to happen with academia and government bodies. It is all the way through the corporate world now. So the march through the institutions did not stop in academia by any stretch of the imagination. And what happens? Well, they win when there's only one side fighting. And for too long, and we saw it right here, we had Scott Morrison saying there's not any jobs in the culture wars. You know,
well, it's not his job in the culture wars.
But
yeah, that worked out well, didn't it?
These areas, these aren't trivial areas. These are consequential issues. It represents an enormous opportunity to any centre-right party, centre-right politician who's got any sort of conviction or backbone, because these are issues people care about. Too often, they don't have the full picture, so you actually need someone in a position of influence, like a party leader, like Peter Dutton, to actually prosecute the argument.
But where is, sorry, Rowan and Rita, you know, you were talking about Tom Perrottet before and what he needed to do, but I'm sorry, where is Peter Dutton on all of this stuff?
He seems to be.
Peter Dutton is running dead. He is running practically invisible on this. You know, Anthony Albanese called him out on the floor of Parliament the other day for being basically in hiding. You know, they've got this attitude that, oh no, you know, if we go and stand up for saying, you know, maybe this shouldn't change, that somehow that makes you a culture warrior. We get towed up by the Fairfax Press. We get towed up by the ABC. And so, no, let's not do that. But then, of course, what do they stand for? What Peter Dutton needs to be doing, he needs to be taking a page out of Tony Abbott's playbook, picking 2 or 3 key issues and being out there front and center, hammering them every single day. And I would argue that stopping this and, you know, going through education as the route, you've seen the great success of this model in states of the United States.
Oh, yeah.
Glenn Youngkin in Virginia, Ron DeSantis in Florida. Don't be afraid to have the fight. And when the media comes after you, push back. And yet Peter Dutton is too timid to do that.
And we've been saying since the election in May that he needs to be bolder, he needs to be not playing dead. But this strategy that he's employed, well, the latest polls that we saw, Albo's popularity is sky high. So
and that will get set in concrete if he doesn't do something.
And here's the fundamental error that the Liberal Party are making, is that they believe that they believe that millennials and the younger generation are all moving to the left, which is true. So they think, well, what we've got to do to captivate them is to move as well to the left. What they don't understand is that that's the complete wrong, 180-degree wrong way about it. What the Liberal Party and the Conservatives need to do is to inspire those kids with strong conservative ideas that say, your future is going to suffer if you go this route. You go this route and you're going to have a much better future, and inspire these kids with leadership, fight the cultural wars, stand up for things and convince, lead. Being a leader means to lead and to show the way forward. That is what they are not doing, and that is why they will keep losing, unfortunately.
Well, there's this fallacy which I think started in this country under Malcolm Turnbull where, well, the right have nowhere to go. So we can go as far left as we like because they're still going to vote for us. They're not, well, no, they don't. Not only does the vote fracture, but the preferences don't flow back to you.
That's right.
And despite successive elections, not just federal elections, but you've seen it in WA, Victoria, South Australia, they do not learn the lesson. At the end of the day, what people look for in politicians is authenticity and I think conviction and good ideas. And if you don't have that, if you're just trying to parrot Labor talking points and think that's going to get you over the line, then you're going to keep losing, and you deserve to lose, frankly.
And I like your idea, Rita, that Dominic Perrottet has this period before the election in New South Wales because they can't get rid of him. Show some leadership, Mr. Perrottet. Stand up there. Fight for the values I know that you believe in. Show it to the rest of the electorate so that they can get behind you and support you. That is the way forward.